What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fandoms Anonymous. We're here today to review Teen Titans, the Judas Contract. Teen Titans, the Judas Contract. Man, I got my notes here. Let's go ahead and get right into it, man. DC animated series does it again, man. They do it every single time. I have yet to watch a DC animated movie or cartoon, except for some of them, like the new Justice League action. I don't know what they're doing. But when we're talking about the DC animated movies, I have yet to watch one that disappointed me. They bring it home. They bring you the darkness. They bring you the grittiness. They bring you the adultness. And they always do an amazing job. If you guys haven't seen my Justice League Dark review, I watched that. I love that as well. So we got the title, Teen Titans, the Judas Contract. And if you guys know from the Bible who Judas was, Judas betrayed Jesus Christ. So another phrase that you could say for the Judas contract is a contract of betrayal. And that's what this whole movie was about. There was betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. When the betrayal from Deathstroke, and I want to say this is a spoilers review. So this is a spoilers review. I'm going to go ahead and say that first. So it was back to it. There's a lot of betrayal in this. Judas. We start off with Brother Blood. Now, first of all, Brother Blood, you nasty. First of all, you've been bathing in people's blood. You should have had all types of diseases by now. I'm talking about STDs, whatever, man. That's just nasty. That's how you staying alive. I don't know how you doing, and you got to have some type of heebie-jeebie stuff that's getting rid of the diseases that you might be taking on from other people's blood. And we find out that Deathstroke has a pact with Brother Blood, or a contract, or a mission, because Deathstroke is all about the money. We get to the beginning. It's a prelude to the beginning. It kind of threw me off because I didn't pay attention to the beginning where it said 5 years ago. So we went back to 5 years ago when they first found Starfire, when she was escaping to Earth. And we see Dick Grayson at the time was Robin. And now, of course, he's Nightwing, and him and Starfire, they got a relationship together. And they got a real deal relationship. If you watched it, you know that they've had a lot of sexual innuendos between Starfire and Nightwing. Even when they were in the sparring match, and Nightwing, she ended up, defeating Nightwing in the sparring match. She said, normally you last longer, or you normally don't last that long. And everybody was like, ew. She was like, no, you guys. When we're having, they was like, no. Let's leave that right there, Starfire. We won't even talk about y'all's personal bedtime. So we get to one of my favorite characters in every single, no matter what the DC animated movie is about, one of my favorite characters in them is Damian Wayne. This Damian Wayne is a badass. I mean, Damian Wayne has no time for games. He has no time to play with y'all. He came here to do his job and go home and get some rest or whatever. Damian, his sarcasm is on a level of like infinite sarcasm. But we also, get some nods to a few things, from the other movies. The fact that they mentioned that Trigon is trapped in the gem on Raven's head. When we get to Terra, who's the pivotal character in this, I don't remember getting much of this from the trailer, but Terra is a new Teen Titan. She has the power to control rocks and earth, kind of like, you might as well say she's Korra from, not Korra, Toph. You might as well say she's Toph that can see from Avatar. But it comes off like a butthole, and it instantly seems like she's up to something. And another thing is her powers are uncontrollable. She was having a nightmare in her sleep, and she had the ground and the whole building shaking. So we found out that she's working with Deathstroke. We found out that she's partnered with Deathstroke. We found out that he implanted her in the Teen Titans. She's been there for a year. She was also ousted as a child when her powers first manifested. And it was sad because you got her in the town village in the middle of the country, and they were getting ready to kill the girl. They would drug her with a car. I mean, they were getting ready. She was a little girl. Like, she had pigtails and frilly dress on. Like, they was getting ready to murder this child. But Deathstroke came up and saved her. Deathstroke now came and saved her. Came and chopped the head off of the guy that was about to kill her and said, anybody else want to die? you better get on somewhere. So everybody else took off running. So he took her in, trained her, grew her, and of course she's loyal to him to the T. So that's why he has her implanted in Teen Titans to fulfill the contract that he has with Brother Blood or the Pack. And we see Tara wanting to get with Deathstroke. Girl, do you know how old he is? Did you not hear him mention the fact that he's been bathing in the Lazarus pit lately? And let's talk about that Deathstroke versus Damian fight. He tore Damian apart. I'm talking about gave it to him. Now, of course, both of them both have League of Assassins training. Of course, Damian, you know, he's the grandson of the head of the demon, Ra's al Ghul, however you say it. And of course, you know, Deathstroke was trained by the League of Assassins as well. You know, that Deathstroke versus Damian fight, I mean, those two went at it. I mean, they went at it. They went at it from toe to toe. Then we get Deathstroke versus Nightwing. He shot Nightwing. We thought Nightwing was gone, but of course Nightwing, trained by Batman, always got a backup, always got some up his sleeve. And he was fighting him with one arm because he had knocked his other arm out of socket. And he's just like, So that was kind of cool to me. They also name dropped Kevin Smith. Beast Boy was supposed to go to Kevin Smith podcast, and we actually got to see Kevin Smith in cartoon form in this DC movie, The Judas Contract, and that was kind of cool as well. Actually doing a podcast. We get to the fact that Brother Blood has this cult, and we saw in the beginning he was testing people to see how powers could be or abilities could be transferred into other people. So they used this one guy as a test subject, and when they saw that it worked, they killed him. It was just a guinea pig. So, but we'll get back to him in a minute. You know, Brother Blood has this cult. Everybody has this following. They believe he's God. He's a God. He's not God. That's on the one true Jesus Christ and our Lord and Savior. Amen. So they captured the Titans to siphon off their powers to infuse with Brother Blood. And you know, we got a lot of good one-liners in this movie. As always, there's always some good one-liners, always some good jokes and some good laughs from things that are said. But when Deathstroke got to Brother Blood's cult underground and all the Titans were strapped down, and Starfire said, "What have you done to Robin?" He was like, "I beat that crap out of him because he was mouthy. Come on, I know all of y'all wanted to do it. Come on." And he was like, "Yeah, you know, I know all y'all wanted to knock him out a couple times, but I beat the crap out of him." He had him trapped. And Tara visited where, you know, they had Damian trapped, and he told her, like, yeah, you know, he did the same thing to me. You know, took me in, fed me, made sure I trained me, all that good stuff. And Tara is like, she was battling because she had now developed this relationship with Beast Boy. At first, Beast Boy was aggravating to her. And it's like now she was like, you know, okay, I'm kind of back and forth. These people did take me in. They gave me a birthday party. They treated me right. And I'm too busy over here looking for Deathstroke, who's old and dirty and nasty, trying to get busy with him. She actually put lipstick and a nightgown on. Girl, you nasty. You need to go to jail. But let's keep on moving. So we actually get to the point where Brother Blood was about to pay Deathstroke, but he didn't have all the Titans. He wanted Nightwing. And he said, well, maybe, you know, we could come work out something. And he said it under no uncertain terms on the where him and Deathstroke understood what was going on. So shot Tara with a tranquilizer dart. She became the next sacrifice. Man, Deathstroke checked that phone. Yeah, I got my money. Because that's what he's all about. So he really wasn't all about wanting to build a relationship with Tara or be with her or date her. You know, Deathstroke, he's not a commitment type man. You can't tie him down. He's only committed to the mission and committed to getting that paycheck. Ain't nothing wrong with securing that bag, Deathstroke. You know, it was like I said, those one-liners in the series and the movie. You know, Brother Blood was giving this big speech about, you know, take over the world, blah, blah, blah. And Deathstroke was like, look, whatever you're going to do, you need to go and do it right now because these jokers, they always have something up their sleeve. So, and of course, what happened? Nightwing came in and saved the day. But before that, we did get to see a transference of all the powers of the Titans, except for Nightwing, and including Terra and Beast Boy and Blue Beetle, Raven, and Starfire go into Brother Blood. And who knew that all of their powers combined could be that massively powerful? Like, Brother Blood got real powerful. You know, he had Raven's dark powers. He had the powers of the Scarab. I mean, he was powerful. He was very, very powerful. But he was defeated by all the Titans working together. And in the end, Raven unleashed the powers of her father. You know, now it seems like she has control over Trigon. You know, she has him controlled, and she unleashed the beast and stopped Brother Blood. So I thought that was awesome as well. In the end, we saw Terra destroy the Brother Blood's cult, his lair, or what have you, whatever you call it. And she ended up getting crushed by the rocks. We also saw Deathstroke getting crushed by the rocks. But is Deathstroke actually dead? Because we saw him say about, you know, I've been bathing in the Lazarus pit and I love it. You know, I got this new strength. So I got a feeling he's not dead, but Terra did die. You know, they went back to uncover her body, and, you know, they found her, and she did die right there in their arms. But let's get back to, there was an end credit scene. There was a guy, like I told you, that they used as a guinea pig, and his body was still laying down under the ground in the temple, and the hole in his head where they shot him at, where they killed him, it put itself back together, and his eyes opened. So did Brother Blood transfer his body into him? Is this now Brother Blood, or is this guy? I got a feeling it's Brother Blood. Well, we don't know. Other than that, DC animated series and DC animated movies, you guys did an amazing job once again with Teen Titans, the Judas Contract. Guys, if you don't know who we are, we are Fandoms Anonymous. That's FANDOMSANONYMOUS. We're all over social media. Come join us in the Facebook group where we have discussions every single day. Come join us on the Facebook page. Like the page and check our daily updates that we do. Follow us on Instagram. That's at Fandoms_Anonymous17. And follow us on Twitter as well. That's at Anonymous_fan17. Guys, check out all of the new content on the channel. We're pushing towards 10,000 views. Right, last time I checked, we were right at 8,500. So we're pushing towards 10,000 views. Check out the content. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get notifications of when we're doing new things. So guys, if there isn't anything else, thank you for watching and have a good one.